It is 8:14. I am Rick Godley. We just got the Facebook page fired up about some information in the studio here this morning. I am so honored to have Christy McPherson. And the reason why I say that, I think you and I developed a Facebook relationship over a year ago. And yet the invitation went out back then, and you're taking me up on this as far as coming in to make people aware of the International Overdose Awareness Day. That's going to be this Saturday. We'll get to the details on that in just a second, but welcome in. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing well.
Let's start here. You heard me say, and we're getting to know each other face-to-face, on not only on the radio, but on Facebook to Facebook. The overdose, in the news, it's opioid, what do they call it, epidemic. Mm-hmm. And here is the other side that when people don't really talk about too much, but everybody seems to know somebody whom they love and loved are either in a situation right now or have died from that situation of overdose, that we need help in getting the word out. And you have the message of help and hope here with this event and other events. So let's start there. Tell us the International Overdose Awareness Day, and I almost feel like, what's the word? It's a stupid question. Why do we need to have awareness of it when people are very much aware of it? Is it because we don't want to talk about it too much?
Well, it could be that, but it's also some people feel like it's enabling to use NARCAN. We have an Overdose Awareness Day mainly to remember those we love whose lives were lost to an overdose. And then we supply NARCAN through Northeast Delta Human Services Authority so that people can help save a life. If someone overdoses, they will have the tools necessary to help save a life.
Well, I'm not literate or aware of NARCAN. We're going to find out just what that is. And by the way, there is help and there is dispensation of free NARCAN this coming Saturday at this event at GoCare.
Yes. Dr. Montique Sizer and Northeast Delta Human Services Authority provided us with the NARCAN nasal spray to give education, information, training, and distribution.
Tell me what NARCAN is.
Okay, NARCAN is the opioid overdose reversal drug. If someone is overdosing, there is a protocol to follow for NARCAN, and you call 911. It's good for the community members to carry NARCAN because we are the first responders to an overdose.
Who's ever next to the person.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right. Whoever is there, you are the responder. I carry it in my purse. I carry it in my car. It's at my office. I distribute NARCAN. It's important for people to understand that NARCAN will keep people alive so that they can recover. Mm-hmm.
If I were to ask you, this NARCAN, and I call it the just so happens, the cosmic coincidences or divine encounters, whatever you want to use, that there's a story of because that person had NARCAN or it was easily accessible, so-and-so is still with us today.
So-and-so would be me. Actually, I am a so-and-so in this part of the story.
That's why this is way more than statistics.
Right. This is way more than statistics. This is very personal for me.
Sure.
It's very personal for our family. I OD'd 3 times before I started my path to recovery in 2013. The last time I OD'd, it was 5 years before I started my path to recovery. So a lot of people say, there was a 3 strikes you're out thing going on for a while. Had that law been in effect when I was actively using, I would be dead today.
Well, help us help more by getting the worst question I found in life, and that is the one that's never asked. Don't think you have. Man, I can't ask that question. Somebody will think, no. Please ask the questions. We're up on Facebook, and then you are a community-based outreach worker.
Yes.
That I would think means willing to go anywhere to go to talk about this.
Right.
Including church groups. This is an equal opportunity destroyer.
Absolutely. Including church groups, including schools, including businesses. It's very important to get the information out about NARCAN. We need people to understand what it is and what it isn't.
Right.